For many people, the view of cattle grazing in an open field reflects the ideal image of what it means to be a rancher. But it takes special effort and strong management to ensure cattle don't damage the grass that is such an essential natural resource. As Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brad Bullitt tells us, it's a challenge nearly every Environmental Stewardship Award winner has taken as a personal commitment to do whatever it takes to carefully manage and improve their grazing.
Ranching is about so much more than just raising animals. Cattlemen and women must also be stewards of the land, caring for soils, grasses, and other plants.
I manage grass. You can have the best genetics in your cattle herd in the whole nation, but if you do not have grass, you can't raise any cattle on your place.
Grass is basically what we live off. We always talk about how much the calves weigh when you sell them, or how many pounds of beef or whatever you raise, but I mean that all equates back to how much grass you grow.
Environmental Stewardship Award winners work hard to figure out the right strategies and practices to ensure the long-term health of the grass they manage. Many rely on a rotational grazing system to improve and maintain the condition of their pastures.
This is native grass, and there's hundreds and hundreds of different species of plants, insects, animals that survive on this habitat. And we were losing it. So we started managing different. We went to the rotational grazing and management intensive grazing, and it's been really exciting to see some of these species come back.
I'm really impressed with what a rotational grazing has done to our grasses. We're improving all of our grasses without a lot of inputs to them. We've increased our herd by 67% since we went into the rotational period, and that's been without any new inputs besides the fencing.
I couldn't go back. I wouldn't go back to ripping out my fences and just letting them graze. It is just phenomenal what a grazing system, what the intensive grazing will do for a place. You can see the clovers just pop out. It's truly amazing.
Rotational grazing helps plants grow strong and healthy, and these ranchers recognize that cattle can act as a powerful tool for soil and grass improvements.
In the evolution of these prairies in here, the bison and the buffalo and the elk and stuff grazed this country, and that's how these plants evolved. They evolved by being bitten off. If you just let them go and don't ever work them, don't ever bite them off, don't ever walk on them, they get lazy and they lose all their vigor.
If you do not graze the grass, it will become dormant. It can die out. If the grass gets tall and shades itself, it can't get any sunlight, it will eventually die.
We would have nothing to show if we didn't use the rotational grazing. That's the pivotal point of everything we do. You know, the cattle, they're secondary. The grass is our product. The cattle are our harvesting machines, and that's what we walk to market. And we have to take good care of them, but our base resource is grass. That's what holds the whole world together.
Cattle operations must be flexible and forward-thinking to ensure good pasture management. From coast to coast, ESAP winners share a common goal, a healthy grassland resource.
It's always been about taking care of the land, because the land will take care of the cows. It just goes hand in hand.
I try to run the cows to fit the ranch rather than the ranch to fit the cows. I think that works better that way, and it's better utilization of the natural resources. And ultimately, if it's good for the natural resources, it's good for cattle.
My mother told me something not too many years before she passed away. She said, you know, you can take care of your land or God will take it away from you. We have an obligation to ourselves, to our family, and to society to take care of this land.
I'm Brad Bullitt reporting for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.